Will be getting into the process of knowing how to install Java into your local desktop. So I have already mentioned these 2 points. So first one, the two things that we require is JDK, and the second one is an IDE. So JDK is basically Java Development Kit, and IDE is Integrated Development Environment. So these are the two things that we require. JDK is the backbone of Java, and this is the one which is responsible for compiling our program that we will be writing. So we need to have JDK. For more details on JDK, we will have a separate video on JDK. Now the first part is to install JDK. So let's see how to install JDK. So you can just open Chrome and search JDK download. Now while going open this Oracle implementation. So JDK is like, so basically a JDK like when I say Oracle implementation, so JDK Java consists of JVM, which is a Java virtual machine. This JDK consists of JVM, and this JVM implementation can be open source implementation, or it can be led by Oracle. So its own implementation is provided. It's not like there's one particular implementation. So one of the implementation is provided by Oracle. So we'll be using this one, and we have something called LTS. So we have different releases for JVM. So they are fixing some bugs or fixing some errors or giving a new feature. So for that we have a new version releases. So let's say we have version 17 major releases, 721. So this 17 and 21 versions are the LTS versions. Previously also we have LTS versions, but for the newest one we have 21 as a LTS version, which means long-term support version. So we will be using this long-term support Java 21 version. So you can just go into, you see JDK 23, 21 and earlier versions also, but we will go into Java 21. And these are the two types of Mac OS processors. So I'll be going into this Mac OS section, and I'll be using this ARM64 DMG installer, which is for Apple's own processor M1, M2, M3, and this one is for Apple's Apple MacBook, which is having Intel's processor. So I'll be using this one. So I'll just click on download, and the file I have already downloaded it. So this one, just JDK 21 macOS. If you see, I have already downloaded it. So now after downloading it, we can just open the terminal, and to verify if Java is already in our system, we can just run Java -- version after installing the JDK and running the install wizard. So you see Java 21.0.5 version is there, which was installed on this particular date. Which was released on this date, 2024-10-15 LTS. Now we need to so now we have installed it in our local, right? So after installing it into our local, how will operating system, so operating system should know where my Java is located, right, to compile the program, to the compilation. It should know. So for that we need to set up a Java home path, right? So how we can set it is, we can just do ls-al, just follow on with me, ls-al, and if you don't say this particular file .zshrc, then we can create it using touch command, touch.zshrc. I have it already, so I don't need to create it. You can just create it using the touch command. Now once after creating the file, you need to have these two variables. So basically this is a shell script file in which we are declaring two variables. The first one is this Java home path that we are giving where our JDK is located, and second one is the path, so it should be same for you as well. And if you have not changed while installing it, and after that, once you have copied it, so you can copy it, I will provide it in the description as well. Then you need to run source.zshrc. So this command also I have already run. So when you will run, it will what it basically does, it will set the Java home variable into our operating system, using which it will know where the Java JDK is located. So now what we can do is we can just simply do try to see if we have the value populated for Java home variable that we set. So yeah, we do see a JDK path already set up, right? So this is the first part, and this means we have Java already installed and we have set up the home directory as well. Now we can get into our second part of installing the IDE. So I'm using IntelliJ Community Edition. So I'll just, how you can download it is by typing in just IntelliJ, opening this, then you can just go into downloads. So this is the ultimate edition, but which is a paid version, but you can use the free one. So IntelliJ IDEA Community Edition, you can just click on downloads. Now after clicking on downloads, I have already installed it. You'll see a pop-up coming as to create a new project when you'll open it for the first time. So you can just create a new project like this, new project. I'll just go over the details. What are these things? So let's say test2. I can project test2, and this is the build system. So how a build system, we can cover it lately, but this is a build system. So you can select Gradle or Maven also, or you can select Gradle. So I have selected Gradle, and this is the JDK path that we have. So when you'll be opening it for the first time, you have to scroll down and select this to be your default JDK, or you will get an option to download it externally for IntelliJ itself, but we have downloaded in our local itself. So I'll just do create this window. So now it has created this test2 project. So if you see, we have this main.java. So if you see inside main java org example main.java. Now let's try to compile it. So you see this Gradle is coming here. For you also it should be coming. It might be like, for me the format is something different because I have downloaded some extensions. You can also download the same. So if you see the build is running, we can run the Gradle build command. So if I do this, Gradle build ran. So if you see this test2 build successful, and yeah, so if you see now we have to test like if our Java is successfully installed. So we have this a short program in Java which is basically trying to print hello and welcome world and printing the values of I from 1 to 5. So if we try to run it, let's see if it's executing. So yeah, we are able to execute it and we can see the value. So yeah, thanks for watching. Thank you.